What did Clay do so well those couple of weeks that kind of kept everything together?
No, just even keel. He's just Coach Helton's always even keel, straight and narrow. You know what you're going to get. He kept the guys focused, kept them motivated, and that one purpose is, that one last game we're going to have an opportunity to play together and worry about how the chips fall after the game. And that's all the focus was for the staff and the players.
Yeah, and what was the vibe like with that staff at that time? You guys didn't know if you're going to have jobs or not after that game?
Yeah, you're around the business long enough, you kind of understand the situation, and you just do your job the best of your ability and let the chips play themselves out. But it was a very competitive staff, a lot of good coaches on that staff. We were able to add Coach Pete Jenkins to coach our defensive line, who really helped us out immensely defensively once Coach Ogeron became the head coach. And it was just a unique time and a lot of fun.
How have you felt about EA this training camp?
He's really comfortable playing where he's at right now. I think he gained a lot of confidence in the Notre Dame game as well, him and Chase both. And that's fed off into the off season. I think that being inside with Jordan and with John and with Jordan when Jordan's out here, it's a lot of the calling and communicating and this and that. It's off his plate. He's just playing into the boundary one side, and he's really focusing on utilizing his skill set and key and diagnose and run a pass. So I've been happy with him. He makes very minimal errors. He's very much a knee bender. There's a reason he was the number one linebacker in the country, and I think you guys will see that this year.
Did he shift to Mike, or are you comfortable throwing Raylan in there?
No, I'm comfortable with what kind of the things we're doing right now. We like keeping him where he's at. I think he's best suited based on how we're lining our front up and the type of techniques that are in front of him. So he'll stay right where he's at between now and the last game.
Are you surprised by how comfortable Raylan's looked?
Yeah, I am, so to speak. And like I mentioned earlier, it just really shows you what a big difference it makes when a guy can come in here mid-year and go through the off-season program and go through spring ball, the meetings, all that. I mean, he's like a sophomore now.
Is there any concerns, like you already asked about this, any concern about the depth at middle linebacker, just given the fact that there's been a couple injuries?
No, not really. I mean, we got of course, John, and then Raylan's done a great job, and you got Kenai, who can roll in there as a third. We're going to get Jordan back, and hopefully sooner rather than later. So once we have that situation handled, we feel a lot better. But I feel good about where we're at right now with that.
You had a defense that looks like they're playing with this much spirit this early. I mean, they look like they're running with the ball and Bangkok and doing a lot of stuff we'd like to see them do.
Yeah, no doubt. We've really focused on tackling. It's tackling in space, and as you know, it's not something you can fix during the season. You got to do it now, and it's got to be second nature. So we're trying to, make a big emphasis on that. Having specific drills and circuits where we are tackling in space, and you're seeing it show up in practice, and hopefully you'll see it show up during the season.
What do you want to see accomplished again at the Coliseum on Saturday?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, obviously, is the communication is going to be big, but tackling in space. I want to see the guys, closing on the ball, tackling in space. We're really counting on the yards after first initial contact. That's one thing that I'm really talking about a lot now, that we've talked about the techniques and how you come to balance, how you make an inside-outside call when there's a buddy with you in certain coverages, knowing who's coming with you. Inside, outside, outside, so we're attacking a ball carrier in space. So you hear, if I'm on the outside, I know somebody's coming from the inside. If I'm inside, then whoever's around me better be coming from the outside. So we're trying to do constant communication that way. And I've seen it show up in some of the drills, and so, we hope going into the Collie we're not too big-eyed and they continue that over there.
How do you gauge that progression and their ability to do the things that you want to see in defense when you're going up against a unit like that?
Well, they're good. There's no doubt. I mean, I don't know if we'll see a better crew than what we got. So I try not to let my blood pressure get high when there's so many balls that are complete, intermediate or down the field. But it's great competition. It's a very deep, talented group that they have a lot of different skill sets. They got big guys, they got medium-sized guys, they got medium-sized guys that play big. They got big guys that play fast. I mean, it's a challenge for sure.
When you see a guy make a play like on tape, do you kind of give some points to the defensive player, like against most players that might be a better play?
No, because we'll be playing against guys that are they're like our guys. I don't know if there's as many as what we have. But it's just really good competition, and it's really making us better. And I really have seen a jump in the last 2 or 3 days with our corners playing better. I don't know if it looks like it to you guys watching practice, but I mean the one-on-one, watching the technique that we're stressing, looking at it, coaching it up in the meeting with the assistants, and then letting them take it to the secondary, seeing a lot of jumps in it. So I'm excited about that progress. Steele done a good job. OG. Isaac Taylor Stewart had his best day yesterday. Thought he had a decent day today, just from the naked eye. I didn't focus on him a lot. Those guys really jump out at me right now.
You can be able to generate pass rush without doing a lot special to these guys individually up front.
Yeah, I think.
Pass rush.
I think since we've been here, obviously our first 2 years we had Porter and Chenna. Didn't have Porter the whole year, but Sheen was a force at times. We could move around. But we finally got some numbers where we can throw different body types in there that can rush, that we're not counting on just 2 or 3 guys. And I think that's part of the process of recruiting, going on our 4th year here. We've been able to build the numbers, to build a rotation where you go in there and you feel like that you're not missing a lot when you put somebody else in. So that's the hope. That's what we would like to do. We have different body types that can do that, inside and outside, that we're going to try to put in the best position to not only help USC, but help them too.
Thank you, Coach.